welcome back to my channel. My name is Akana, and today we're going to be doing a tour of the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Now, you might be thinking, why out of all areas of Brooklyn am I doing a tour of the Brooklyn Navy Yard? You could be doing Williamsburg or Dumbo or somewhere that seems more fun. But after living in Brooklyn for quite some time, I've come to discover that there's actually quite a few really cool hidden gems in the Navy Yard. Now, the thing about the Navy Yard that makes it a less touristy area and a less residential area is the fact that there's no local subways. The closest subways are either the Classon Avenue G, the Clinton Washington Avenue G, or the Marcy Avenue J, which are all about a 20-minute walk at least to the Navy Yard. So people that do go to the Navy Yard on a daily basis are people that work there. There's tons of office buildings, there's obviously the Navy Yard itself, and my favorite part, Steiner Studios. Steiner Studios is where all of some of the biggest shows in New York City are filmed, and movies such as Joker, Trainwreck, and Isn't It Romantic? They're all filmed here at Steiner Studios. I'm so excited about today's tour, so without further ado, let's get started! While there are few residential areas in the Brooklyn Navy Yard area itself, the residences that do exist are absolutely gorgeous. You have old brownstones up against new townhouses, and then you have plenty of warehouses and unique shops as well. And then of course you have the main Brooklyn Navy Yard buildings in the center of the Navy Yard. Our first stop on our tour today is going to be the Brooklyn Navy Yard building. From the outside, this just looks like an industrial office building, but inside there's actually plenty of unique places to catch a bite to eat that you wouldn't particularly think you might find here. Because of COVID, half of it was shut down. I'm confident that by the summertime, most of it will be reopened. But there's Russ and Daughters. Oh my god, the bread here smells absolutely amazing. You can get a good bagel and lox there. Public restrooms if you ever need them. And of course, fresh pizza. And even a mask vending machine. And a soap vending machine. There's even a brewery as well. I would imagine it's either open on weekends or at nighttime, but I did go on a Thursday during the day, so it was not actually fully opened. Now, in order to get to the back of the building, you have to be let out by security. If you want to get to the back to get to the ferry, all you have to do is tell security that you want to take the ferry, and they'll open the gate for you to exit through the back of the Brooklyn Navy Yard. There's plenty of really unique, amazing pieces of art in here as well. You just really wouldn't expect this to be in the Navy Yard. And of course, the local shipyard. This is where all the ferries are parked when they're not in use. And of course, the WeWork building, right on the water. From here, you could see the Manhattan skyline in the distance. And directly outside of the WeWork building is the ferry. While you're waiting for the ferry, you could lounge in one of the lounge chairs and view the water, which is exactly what I did. And the ferry is also a super easy way to get around. You'd think the ferry would be more expensive considering how amazing the view is. All you have to do is download the New York City Ferry app, and a one-way ride on the ferry is only $2.75. That's the same price as a slice of pizza on average, or the same price as one subway ride. It's a great way to get a free tour of the most spectacular views in all of New York City. Especially if it's a beautiful day like it was on this one. You get a view of the Manhattan Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, and of course the downtown Manhattan skyline, which is personally my own favorite area of the skyline, and in the distance the Statue of Liberty as well. And this will take you into South Street Seaport at Pier 17 in Lower Manhattan. But now let's head back to the Navy Yard at our next stop, which is Steiner Studios. Steiner Studios is one of the biggest groups of stages in all of New York City. I love coming here to do background work to film. And I love checking out the sets. I tried to zoom in as much as I could to see what they were filming or building inside the soundstage. I don't know, what do you think? To the left is the main wardrobe building and the main faculty building, and then to the right is the soundstage. There's even a gas station across the street. Just a short walk from Steiner Studios is the Naval Cemetery landscape. There's also a lot of really spooky abandoned buildings in this area as well, which are kind of cool to check out from a distance. And while there are few places to eat in this area, the places that do exist are so cute. Italian brick oven pizza, like yum. And it's right outside of Steiner Studios. There's also a really cute wine shop right outside as well. And some really gorgeous alleyways lined up with trees. I'm not quite sure if this is a residence or an office building. I'm not sure. What do you think? This building has always been very mysterious to me. And of course, there are plenty of places to catch the city bike. That leads us to the next part of our tour, which is Le Petit Monstre. Le Petit Monstre is the same owners as Clementine Bakery. If you haven't already watched my Clinton Hill tour, I would highly recommend doing so. I'll link that in the bio below. But yeah, Le Petit Monstre is the same owners as Clementine Bakery. This is an all-vegan French bakery and cafe located just a block away from Steiner Studios in the Brooklyn Navy Yard. They have plenty of refreshing drinks, and oh my gosh, like vegan or not, the food here is just like incredible. They even have a whole shelf here of gluten-free options, which is something you wouldn't particularly expect in a vegan French bakery, but yes, there are still plenty of gluten-free options. And 3 times as many non-gluten-free options, so if you can't have gluten, you will be in heaven. I got the apple cinnamon bread and a sparkling seltzer citrus punch. Both were absolutely delicious. Which leads us into the next part of our tour, Wegmans. Wegmans is something that just feels so out of this world when you live in New York City. Wegmans is a full-sized, Pennsylvania-style grocery store. Not only is it enormous in general, but it's especially enormous for New York City. There are no other grocery stores like this, not even Whole Foods. And because it's located in the Navy Yard, there's so much space for them to spread out. While I love my local grocery stores, they don't have nearly as many options as Wegmans does. There's a sushi bar, there's pizza, there's a regular bar, there's a bakery, there's literally everything. There's even an enormous aisle of just vegan items. Every vegan item you could possibly think of, they have it here. The only downside to Wegmans is that it's not by any local subways, so you kind of have to either live in the Brooklyn Navy Yard or be used to driving around a car or take an Uber to get here. There's even a parking lot out front. Like, this just feels like you are not in New York City anymore. Next stop is Commodore Barry Park. To be honest, I had no idea this park even existed. This is such a hidden gem of New York. They even had a pool, which I would imagine pre-COVID times was full and very, very busy. They had plenty of playgrounds for kids. But when I went, all the benches were empty. If you really wanted to just chill out and enjoy nature without being surrounded by people constantly, I would highly recommend visiting this park. They even have an enormous, absolutely enormous athletic field. And it was all green and lush and well kept. If you want to go and play soccer with your friends or just hang out, that is the place to go. There's literally like 5 people on that enormous field. You don't have to worry about constantly sharing space with other people. You do not feel like you're in New York City at all. And of course the local residences, while there are few, are still super cute, with some old buildings and some modern buildings as well. So yes, that concludes our tour of the Brooklyn Navy Yard. If you like this video and you want to see more tours of New York City, leave a comment below of what area you'd like me to tour next. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. They're both free. Honey, yes, queen. Oh my God. All in all, a fantastic day. You're all the best. I'll see you in the next video. And that's all I have to say about that. See ya.